If you're a feminine woman, there's a very high chance that you attract a masculine man, because masculine men are drawn to feminine women. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl once again. My name is Amy, just in case you're here for the first time. If you're not here for the first time, then you, my love, are an OG. I just want to say a very big thank you to all the OGs in the house. You guys have been the bestest. Thank you so much for sticking around. In today's video, we are just going to be talking about femininity, and I spoke a tiny little bit about femininity in my last video, and I promised that in today's video I'm going to be going in depth into what femininity really is. Now, the first time I heard about femininity, I was a bit confused as to whether or not it meant the same thing as feminism. That was back in the day. I was trying to really understand the differences between feminism and femininity. If you're like me, you also have this difficulty, you don't seem to know the difference between feminism and femininity, then I'll suggest you watch this video right here, because I did a bit of explanation, not a bit, I did a lot of explanation as to what feminism truly means. So you can just check out this video, and then when you're done you can come back here and continue. This is how I like to put it: femininity is a woman's superpower. Now, the first time I ever heard the word superpower, it was used to describe the United States of America. The United States of America is known as the world superpower because the USA has the highest and the greatest ability to exert influence globally. It has the highest ability to exert influence economically, to exert influence technologically, to exert influence politically, to exert influence even in terms of the military. That's why you see that economically, most times the dollar is usually a reference point. The dollar is very powerful worldwide, globally. So at any point in time, if any country attempts to even come against the United States, then they will not have it easily. It will not be an easy defeat for them. I know that China is also another powerful country, but then again, the United States is still the world superpower as of today. So in just the same way that the economical ability, the technological ability, the military ability, all of this ability put together is what actually makes the United States invincible. That's also the same way that the femininity of a woman makes her powerful, makes her stand out. Now, once the femininity of a woman is unlocked, it has the ability to make other areas of her life so much better. It has the ability to make other areas of her life blossom, because femininity has a multipliers effect. Contrary to popular opinion that femininity is how you carry yourself, it means you have to talk softly, you have to whisper when you're talking to people, you have to move in a certain way. Yes, those things are part of femininity, but that is not actually what femininity is. Femininity is much deeper than being able to move slowly, being able to count your steps, being able to speak softly, calmly, in a tone that people... Those things are part of femininity, but that is not femininity in itself. They are just parts of femininity. Because if you really think about it, being able to move in a feminine way, count your steps, anybody can do that. Children, when they mimic women, they are able to do that. They do that. You see a male child being able to mimic a woman, how she walks, how she moves her body. Anybody can do that. You even have gay men being able to do the same thing, because these things can be learned. You can actually learn to move your body like that. So when you talk about femininity, that is not actually femininity per se. They're just parts of femininity, but that's not femininity in total. Femininity is an inborn thing. It comes, see, it's you come with it. You are born with your femininity, especially as a woman. If you're a woman, you were born with your femininity. Nobody teaches you femininity. It's just there. Yes, over time some women have lost touch of their femininity. They've lost touch of it, probably because they've learned to, lean into their masculine energy more, so they've lost touch of their femininity, which is a problem. Now, I've spoken a bit about how women got to the point where they lost touch of their femininity, they lost touch of their feminine energy. I spoke about that in this video. You can watch that and then come back here and watch this video. But essentially, I'm saying that women femininity doesn't necessarily have to do with the externals. Yes, those things are part of it. The way you move, the way you talk, the way you respond to people, those things are part of it, but that's not all about femininity. When you are able to tap into your femininity, it makes other areas of your life so much better. It makes you able to relate to people in a way that they are willing to hear you, they are willing to listen to you, and allows you to be able to have better relationships with people. Femininity, contrary to popular opinion that women try to become more feminine in an attempt to get a man's attention. Yes, I agree that when you walk in your femininity, when you're able to tap into your femininity, it puts you in a position where you become attractive to a masculine man, which is good, but that's not all there is. That's not all about it. Being able to tap into your femininity and walk in your feminine energy also allows you to be able to, also makes you attractive to other people, to children, to women, to men in general. Just makes you able to relate well with other humans in the world. So it's not necessarily about gaining the attention of men. That's part of it, but that's not all about it. There's a part of femininity that you were born with. Now, if you were born a woman, you came on earth with femininity. There's an innate part of femininity that you came with. Now, there's also a part of femininity that you have to learn. There's also a part of femininity that you have to work on and develop over time. Yeah, so that's why you see that some gay men are actually able to move in a way that a female will move, because there's a part of femininity that is learned. Those aspects of femininity can be learned, but there is also a part that is innate that you don't learn. Those parts, like how to be nurturing, those things, they are innate. You came with it. You don't necessarily learn it. Yes, you can work on it and enhance it, but they are innate characteristics. They are innate part of your femininity. The reason why I am a femme believer, the reason why I am a preacher of femininity, the reason why I keep saying that every woman should tap into her femininity, should tap into her feminine energy, her feminine essence, is because femininity makes a woman so influential. Now, if you think about influence is very subtle. Yeah, it's very, very subtle. You don't have to make noise about it. You can come here without saying a word and still be able to move things around. So the femininity of a woman makes her so influential, makes her so powerful, makes her able to do things, change things, cause things to happen without necessarily being forceful, without bringing in friction. Things just work, things just align the way it's supposed to align. They go in the way they are supposed to go without any form of, force or all of that. In every woman, there is the masculine side of her and there is the feminine side of her. So also in a man, every man, there is the masculine side of him and there is the feminine side of him. But in women, the feminine is more expressed, whereas in the male, the masculine is greater than the feminine. But at certain times, for certain tasks, for certain things in life, a woman, even though in her core she's feminine, she works in her feminine energy, she would need to tap into the masculine side of her to be able to do certain things. So if she owns a business now and she needs to get things done, she's going to tap into her masculine energy. It's her masculine energy that enables her to get things done. So the masculine energy is the doing energy, the masculine energy is the giving energy. It's usually for execution, it's for security, it's for getting things done, achieving a goal, meeting up deadline at work, you know, stuff like that. That's the masculine energy. Whereas the feminine energy allows you to receive things, allows you to, it's the being energy, it's the receiving energy, it's the energy that allows you to receive ideas, it's the energy that allows you to even receive gifts, that allows you to receive things from others. A woman who is in a state of a balanced woman, let me put it that way, a balanced woman, a woman who is healed, a woman who doesn't come with past traumas, she doesn't come with, you know, luggage from past relationships. She's a sane woman, she's healed, she's whole. Such a woman would usually, you know, be in her feminine. She would usually be in a feminine energy. When you find women who are still going through one trauma or the other, maybe like I spoke about in this video, how women lost touch of their femininity because they resented men, and they resented men because men treated them poorly. Such a woman may not be working in her femininity. She may have you know, leaned towards her masculine. When a person begins to lean away from the dominant energy, which for a man is the masculine and for a woman is the feminine, a woman begins to lean away from her dominant energy, which is supposed to be the feminine energy, and she leans towards the masculine energy. And I'm not just talking about when she needs to get things done, because the masculine energy is the execution energy, it's the energy that allows you to do things, it's the energy that allows you to complete tasks. So when she leans towards that form of energy every other day, and she leans away from her feminine, which she is supposed to be in more, then there is a problem, because she has moved away from the healthy balance. So also when a man does the same thing, leans towards his feminine almost every other day than his masculine energy, there is a problem. Femininity is so important because, one, it teaches you how to be a better version of yourself. It forces you into, you know, being the woman that God created you to be. It teaches you how to become a better, now this is my second point, it teaches you how to be a better partner in a relationship. So if you are in a relationship with another person, you are able to, you know, fulfill your role in that person's life. Femininity teaches you how to relate with people, how to relate with your partner in a way that is accepted. Now, a lot of people say that femininity teachings are wrong because it belittles women, it makes women want to change themselves because of a man, it makes women want to meet the needs of men as opposed to meeting their own needs. And I don't quite agree, because I believe that men and women are in the world together, and if a man and a woman would thrive in the world, if a man and a woman are able to relate properly, then a woman has to be able to interact with that man in a way that he'll be willing to listen, and the man also has to be able to relate with a woman in a way that she'll be able to receive whatever he has to say. Femininity teaches you how to be in touch with yourself. And the only way to be able to be in touch with others, the only way to be able to communicate with others and be in touch with them, is when you are in touch with yourself. So that's one very big importance of femininity that people usually overlook. Femininity gives you rest and peace. Because think about it, if you are able to, if you know how to relate with other people, and I keep saying relate because this is one thing femininity teaches you to do. It teaches you first how to relate with yourself, and once you know how to relate with yourself, you know how to relate with other people. And if you're able to relate with other people, there is peace, because when someone is angry, you know what to say. When someone is not in the mood to talk, you know what to do. So you're not just in a position where you're always creating problems for other people. You're not just in a position where there is always a fight, where there is always an argument, just because you don't know how to pass your feelings or your grudges across to somebody. Because when I said at the beginning of this video, I said that a woman in a relationship with a man, if she's able to tap into her femininity, she has learned how to, rests in her feminine energy, she's a very influential woman, because at that point she knows the right thing to say to get her partner to do whatever she wants. Now, I'm not talking about being manipulative and all of that, but she knows when to speak, she knows how to speak, she knows how to talk to people, she knows how to talk and communicate with her man such that he's receptive, such that he's willing to listen, such that he's willing to do what she wants him to do. And like I said, not in a manipulative way. Femininity improves your health. So recently I've been learning that there are some diseases like cancer and some other diseases that are not necessarily caused by external forces. They are caused by, anger, they are caused by resentment, they are caused by, things that come from within. Just find some people falling sick, and it could just be that these are the reasons: resentment, anger, just fall sick because of these things. So a woman who is able to walk in her feminine energy is a well woman. Femininity also allows you to be happy. It brings about overall happiness in a relationship, happiness all wise. In every area, you're just happy, because when you walk in your feminine, you are able to receive from a man, you are able to receive from people, and once you're able to receive, you are happy, and because you are happy, you are able to pour into others, and because they are happy because you poured into them, they pour back into you, you are happy, and it just goes like that, pari passu. It just keeps going, the cycle just keeps continuing just like that. Now, the next importance of femininity is that it enables you to attract people. It enables you're being able to rest in your feminine energy. Being able to rest in your femininity makes you an attractive person, makes you attractive to the opposite sex, and attracting men to you is just like a bonus. It's just like a bonus. Yes, it will definitely attract men, but it's just like a bonus, because it will also attract other things. It will attract jobs, it will attract opportunities, because once you are a happy person, you are a welcoming person, people are drawn to you naturally, because when you are in your feminine, you are happy. When you are in your feminine, you are vibrant. When you are in your feminine, you are just appealing to people. If you're a feminine woman, there's a very high chance that you attract a masculine man, because masculine men are drawn to feminine women. So if you are feminine, if you are able to exude your feminine energy, if you are able to rest in your feminine essence, then you are most likely going to attract a masculine man. You are going to attract people into your life as well, whether male or female. You are going to attract help, you are going to attract helpers, you are going to attract things into your life, because the feminine energy in itself is the receiving energy. So when you rest in it, you are sure going to receive things, you are sure going to receive people into your life.